Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for this Otome Alliance update/audio log. First off, I'm probably going to forever be having people ask me what happened to Momoko's channel and if the subtitle versions of Rainfleur and Collar X Melis are going to be re-uploaded and a Trigger Kiss is going to continue no matter how many times I answer. So I'm saying once again, for now, there are no further plans at the moment. Other fan sub channels have been taken down recently, and what I believe is happening is that some companies are using the audio ID tool that they use to identify music on YouTube. I think they're using that to identify videos of their games, and they're removing the games that are caught through that. I actually think that if they realized they were subtitling the videos that cover the original Japanese text, they might have left them alone, but I don't think they'd take that close a look at them. But everyone has tried contacting the companies, but I guess the language barrier is just one of the many obstacles in the whole process, and things have not been working out too well for anybody. I think that's why my videos haven't been removed yet though, because I don't use the original audio. Though I have lost videos before in spite of that, because I guess they were found manually instead. So they could be found manually again and I may lose them later on. Moving on though, we've heard back from a few more companies fortunately, so we have a few more titles to choose from to read. Though the commonality is still pretty much the same, that we are not to air the endings of the games, and different companies have various other conditions. I guess this is a good time of year for trying to contact companies. Virtually no one replied last summer or last fall. Anyway, in light of permissions received, our current running titles are, on the Brotome Time Otome Adventures channel, Rob has now picked up My Elemental Prince, Ephemeral, and Animal Lover. Unfortunately, Rob will not be able to do the after scenario or Valentine's Day extras for Rudy in Princess of the Moon, because the gacha gods have not been kind to him in that game. He did even spend more money to buy a few extra tickets. There's just a limit to that. Basically, if my calculations are correct, and they might be a bit off because my head is killing me at the moment that I am writing this all out, but each gacha ticket costs an average of $2.50, depending on which package deal you get and what quantity of platinum you bought to get those tickets. To get that after scenario, you have to win a specific item out of 6. So if you're unlucky enough for it to be the last item that you get, which was the case for me with Alf, you'll end up spending about $15. Actually, probably a little more since the packages don't conveniently line up for completely even purchases, unless you actually already had some platinum lying around or something like that. So for the Valentine's Day lingerie scenario though, there are 15 items available, 8 dress-up items, and 7 story scenarios for the various guys, including ones that don't have routes yet. So to get a specific guy scenario, if you're unlucky enough for it to be the last one you receive, you can spend as much as like $38, maybe even a little more. Like I said, my calculations could be off at the moment. Personally, I was ridiculously lucky with the New Year scenario and the Valentine's Day scenario, so I'll be airing Alf's lingerie Valentine's scenario on Valentine's Day. Oh, which should be today, I think. But, oh man, to get that after scenario, I did have to buy the full amount of tickets for that one. But, yeah, like I said, I still count myself lucky. With Princess of the Moon, I only played one route, but by the end, with all the platinum you have to pay for the premium scenarios, and the whole gacha thing, and me being foolish paying for a few extra tickets to use here and there to make videos longer, I believe I spent more than $50 on just Alf's route alone, and that's more than I spent on any full, completely fleshed out game like Code Realize, Amnesia, nor 9, games that have like voices and all the characters included and everything. But honestly, this stuff is like the most fun I have reading for my channel because I'm such a perv, and it can just get all so goofy and fun. It's not nearly as much fun for me to read those things by myself, but it's totally worth it to go along with others, because the situations are just so crazy. Well, speaking of Princess of the Moon though, transitioning into my own channel news, you've probably seen on my main channel Dirili that I began reading Twilight Romance and Tengu Otogizoshi. Tengu Otogizoshi is very, very short, so I'm hoping to have that done before Taisho X Alice comes out, though I still haven't heard back from E2 Gaming yet. Then on Dirili Quickies for now, I'm trying to whittle down Sweet Fuse and hopefully polish off Hakuoki Zuisoroku before Hakuoki Winds and Nightshade come out. I heard back from Excella, so I can do some episodes of Psychics, which I think will go on Quickies. Though I might upload the prologue soon to promote Excella, I may hold off on further videos of it until I finish off Hakuoki, because I can't juggle too many titles at once. I also really apologize for not answering messages for a while now. My health has not been any better. There have been some ups and downs in different treatments and medications I've been trying, and I seem to have had a particularly bad reaction to one medication, which totally messed everything up and slowed everything down. It's been all I can do to just keep videos as regular as they have been lately. So it may be a while longer before I get a chance to start sitting down and responding to messages again, as my health hopefully eventually evens out. I'm really sorry about that. But the two biggest symptoms I'm having are terrible stomach pains and excruciating headaches. And medications can only last for so long, so I can't be on them all day. It's all I can do to just take some medicine and record for a while, and then also take some right before I edit, because, it's really hard to edit when you're in that much pain. I keep trying to sit down and read and answer messages, but every time I did, my head just felt like I have a bunch of 6-inch spikes nailed into it, and I can't concentrate on what I'm reading at all. Some of you out there who've been following me for a while now probably know I suffer from depression and anxiety, and all this stuff going on has really been messing with that too. At this point, I think possibly even pharmacologically. I think some of the medicines I had tried out have been messing with my psych meds. So yeah, more doctor's appointments incoming, as I think I'm figuring things out and narrowing down some of the cause and effects. Usually I don't talk much about myself or things outside Otome game news or outside of the channels, but I'm going to take a minute just to chat a bit. It's definitely not just being down that's got me a bit lost at the moment. It's difficult to keep up two channels, and I kind of wish I could merge them back into one. But I can't bring myself to let go of either one because I kind of want different things out of both of them. But the problem is they're each going to have their own ups and downs throughout times of the year, but they still need to be maintained at least minimally or they'll die out completely. And it's really difficult to resurrect a channel if you let it die out completely. Then there's that doll channel, which I haven't had a chance to post any tutorials to in over a month because all that's been going on. That should have been a rather minimal venture, but I can't even squeeze that in. Not to mention, I've been really wanting more and more to actually start doing at least preliminary work on my own stories, starting out with the Otome game that's going to transition into my graphic novel or something later on. I'd like to create some character pages and share and show some short stories with storyboards, because I think some of you would really find the ideas interesting. Maybe not, but maybe so. I know it'll be a small audience, but I've always liked appealing to those teensy tiny minority audiences. It's something I've been working on in different ways since I was a teenager, though, really, and I just kept delaying it throughout my life. I really want to actually do it sometime before I die. And then I actually have family and friends that I'd like to spend a little more time with on occasion, because all I've been doing is working on videos. So you can kind of see why I'm at such a loss. So many things that I really want to do, but everything takes so much time and I just don't know what direction to go in anymore. I guess some things will become a little more clear once I get my head back in the right place and I can think a little better. There's probably a million little things I can do right now to make things better. I just can't think of them with my pain-addled mind at the moment. And I'm not saying any of this for sympathy or anything. I'm dealing with it all. I mean, not happily, but I know it'll eventually pass. I'm not sitting here saying things for, oh, feel sorry for me. I just wanted to let you all know what's going on and hoping you'll all understand that. I'm not trying to be neglectful. Just having a really hard time right now and need some time to try to figure it all out. I'm still keeping the current schedule as priority. I don't think I'll ever fall below that, at least, unless I have an even bigger dip in my health. But hopefully as my health gets better, I can handle more in other areas of my life. That's my big hope. Alright, well again, back to work for me. Get some recording in while the meds still last. I'll see you all soon in some more videos, hopefully. I'll do my best to keep them coming. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.